What's good, YouTube? Once again, it's one and only OG Hollywood coming back in with another edition of the 110 Ferguson Chronicle, man, where we keep it solid all the way across the board. And we swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? Before I get to this interview, man, I have to mention this. Make sure you go to www.com, OG Hollywood Speaks, and get the Savage Drive Pure, man. Because it takes a savage, and you got to have a drive to make it out of here on this flat land, right? Today, man, I'm taking the show on the road, man, to Murder World. I'm speaking with an individual that was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, right? And he's here to tell his story and his progress since he's made it back to society. And remember, nothing is ever scripted at the Ferguson Chronicles. Whatever comes to a man's mind, that's what he say. But always remember, never ever pay attention to the man because you just might miss the message. Let's tap in, please. What's good, Doco?
Hey, shit, I'm blessed, man. What's up? What's up with the world?
Oh, man, like I was telling the people, man, you've been on the show before, man, but I vowed, like I said, I was going to bring you back, man, once you got acclimated to society, man, and things started going your way, man. So, but it's a lot of new subscribers to this channel, man. People have never saw you before other than in the Dayroom. But being in the Dayroom is a part of somebody else's story, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to be able to have your own story where people can distinguish you from the Dayroom story. So that's why we're here today, right? So
all right.
Go ahead and give the people not no high level overview of it, but just bring to the forefront who you are, where you was born and raised, and then go into what led to the prison.
Hey, man, my name Sammy Bell, Doco, if y'all know me, man. But I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, East Side, born and resided in the Butler, moved to Pilot. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had the normal upbringing, the normal childhood everybody had, you know, as far as like the kids and the projects, you know, shit like that. That was my upbringing. But what led me to prison is ignorance, man. I mean, trying to be something I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Out here living in these streets like I owned them or thought I did, you know, and to make a long story short, it caught up with me and it held me down for 24 years. So now I'm back out, man, and you know, my mind's strong and my mind wise, and I'm on my shit right now, man.
So let me ask this, Doco, man. Growing up in the Butler projects, right?
Yeah.
What was that like for you as a kid, and what was the gang culture like to you in Fort Worth at that time?
Okay, that answer your first question. Growing up in the Butler as a kid, my nigga, I never knew struggle. I never realized the struggle, my nigga, because it wasn't part of what I was brought up to be. My mama never raised us to you know, feel like we needed something. We never felt like we should have this, but we was comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? We was comfortable. Mama raised all us right. But as far as the projects go, man, that was a whole learning experience, man. That's what I kind of elevated my mind frame as far as like school. I was a straight A and B student. I was played football. I did all type of stuff in the projects, man. But once I moved out of the projects and moved to Pilot, man, it was more or less like, man, I felt lost, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just found something to latch on to, man, and to ride with it, man. That was that gang shit, man. And it wasn't no peer pressure. It wasn't no nigga telling me to do this and do that. It was just something I wanted to do, and I did it, man. I jumped off the porch and I did it, man. 13 years old. But as far as the gang culture in Fort Worth, man, back then, I mean, you know, I was a youngster. I really didn't understand what was going on. I just seen the motherfucker with a blue bandana. Because I was in the Butler. I ain't gonna lie, I never seen no red bandana, but it was a blood nigga. He had moved to the Butler. And a whole bunch of Crip niggas pulled up, and I'm like, man, what the fuck they got? I'm still naive to the fact of what's going on. Like, what they got going on? Yeah, and I'm sitting on the porch with the nigga with the red bandana. He in the Bullet House Project, like. So Catfish, everybody know Catfish, all them, Derrick Humphrey, all this whole bunch of niggas that pulled up on him. You know what I'm saying? He got. I mean, when he didn't get got, he just burnt off, and I burnt off because I ain't want to know what the fuck going on. But that game coach, he kind of took me for a loop when I moved to Pilot, man. And hey, man, if you know, you know. If a nigga know my story, I just ain't gonna rehash. I don't want to bring up no old tales and bring up no cold cases and all that shit there. And that's what that was my lifestyle back then, man. It led me to incarceration for 23 years, 3 months and 17 days. So, hey, man, I'm a walking testament, man. You do good shit happen. You do bad shit happen. I was doing bad shit, and bad shit happened, man. And here I am today. So, you know, God works in mysterious ways, man.
So, I just know you said if you do good shit happen, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the good things you've done since you've been out. What are some of the good things that you contributed to your community or society since you've been free?
First of all, I gave society me. I gave society a different voice, a different reason, a different opinion, a different perspective. Because I came with me. I didn't come with like trying to be nobody else. I came with me, so that's what I gave society. But as far as like what I'm doing with society, like helping the kids, you know, speaking for the youth, you know, like my sister and them just had a shoe drive the other day, you know, just giving back, make sure my nieces and my nephews intact, physically as well as mentally, man. You know what I'm saying? Preparing from what's going on out here. And as far as society is, what I'm giving back to the masses of society, man, I'm just giving them hope, man. Hey, man, give them let them know can't nothing hold you down, man. I don't care how long you stay down, man. You're going to have to eventually come up. And that's what I want to get to the people. But I'm out here trying to help the people. I talk at schools. I talk in centers. I talk to my nieces and nephews, like I just told you. I talk to y'all. I'm on a Dayroom. Other than that, I'm working, man. I'm trying to stay out these streets, and man, you know, motherfucker know me. They know me, man. They know I ain't on no dumb shit. They know right is right, wrong is wrong with me, man. I don't cut no corners. If I fuck with you wrong, I'm gonna tell you. If I fuck with you right, then we gonna ride. But that's how I am, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to society for giving me another chance, man. And I want to give a special shout out to me for making it out, man, to experience this chance.
And that's facts.
Yeah.
So, let me ask this, Doco, man. When you first touched down, right?
Yeah.
I interviewed you, and you had a clothing line by the name of Goat Talk.
Straight up.
Let's elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, Goat Talk, man, it started off me and my homeboy were talking. I'm sitting there, man, you know, Goat Talk, you know, the greatest of all time. And every time I be talking to my partner, they like, man, that's some real shit you be saying. That's some real shit you be saying. So I just kind of put it together like, Goat Talk, you ain't talking about being great. What are you talking about? Like, I don't want to sit around and waste my time going back and forth about some nonsense if it ain't on the greatness level. It ain't trying to motivate you to be great or motivate you to be the best person you can be. And that's where they come from. And, you know, I still splurge, man. I got my partner there, my little nephews, everybody out there rocking it, man. It's still on sale, man. But that right there, that's my baby, man. That's the first thing I can honestly say that was mine, that I built, man. You know what I'm saying? From her, man. It wasn't no, man, you want to do this together, you want to do this together. Nah, that was something I had in my head when I left prison, man. Like, you know, Hollywood, you been there, you got the 10-year window when you get out, and you got that 5-year window when you get out. 10 years, you got 10 years waiting, think about shit you gonna do. But that 5 years, you put everything in a proper perspective when you come home, and you can try to fulfill everything you had wrote down, or everything you had in your mind when you came out through that 5 years. And that's what I did. And this is my baby, man. I love that shit to death, man. I see I done taught my homeboys, I done taught a whole bunch of people how to, you know what I'm saying, do the cricket and all that with the clothes and all of that. So it's more or less like me learning something and helping people do the same thing, you know what I'm saying, so they can do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying, if they want to do it. But Go Talk, man, you know, Go Talk, hey, man, greatness is the motivation, man. I got a shirt right here, I'm sure. Your greatness is the motivation, man. That's all we about, man. Yes, man. You know what I'm saying? Greatness is the motivation, man. That's all we striving for, man.
So let me ask this, Doco, when you was released from prison, right?
Yeah.
What was one of the hardest things that you had to face when you was released back into society?
Hardest thing, that's a good ass question. The hardest thing I had to face when I got back to society was probably my furrows, you know? Probably my furrows coming out, not knowing what the fuck finna happen, and you know, you heard the story, man. I'm finna get out, and do it, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do, man. I'm finna get out, I'm finna have fun. But you get out of here and be like, man, you really ain't got no sense of direction. You've been gone so long. You gotta relearn people, like my family. You gotta, like, you just relearn shit. Like, my nigga, it was kind of hard for me just to sit on the porch and just look around, man. Nigga, that shit used to tear up out of shit out of me, like, the fuck going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? And now I had to, it's not about it being institutionalized. It was just me, just like, my mind was just so caught up, like, man, I'm free. And that's all I can think about, man. I'm free. And I never gave a thought to nothing else, man, till my sister and my brother-in-law just sat me down and they talked to me. They're like, man, you home, man. You home. You ain't got to just chill, man. You home. Because I used to want to do everything. I used to want to help everybody because I feel like I missed out on a whole bunch of shit, right? So I wanted to be that person that was going to always beat up me. Here I come on. I got you. I was that type of person, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that too, you know what I'm saying? But the hardest thing I had to face was facing my furrows, man. And niggas sit there and talk about not having no career, not having this, not having that, man. They're gonna come about that bitch doing so much time as I did. It's gonna be some shit, gonna surprise the shit out of you, man. You gonna be fucked up about that shit. But when I came out here, man, I got my shit together. I had to sit back and think, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. So I had to put everything in a proper perspective like I did prior to me getting out. And here I am right now, man. But like, to answer your question, man, it was my furrows, man. The unknown.
So you went in at a very, very young age, right, Doco?
Yeah, I got locked up when I was 15 years old.
Okay, 15 years old, right?
Yeah.
What was it like for you coming back to the side, leaving at 15, have to deal with a woman? What was it like for you?
I mean, I'm gonna answer your question, but you young and would you know how we were dealing with it down there. But to answer your question, the type it wasn't a woman, it was a type of woman. You know what I'm saying? It was the type of woman. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, but the type of woman I dealt with, she was on that shit, man. She was on that shit, but I really didn't see a difference. Only thing, because I was on a monitor for 8 years, so that just gave me time to just sit back and just watch shit for, you know what I'm saying, before they just pushed me out, all the way out from a 25-year sentence. I was on a monitor for 8 years, so I had time to sit back and think. And then I had time, a girl, she came over there, we was, you know what I'm saying, we was over there, we was chopping it up, and I got a whole different vibe from being in prison, dealing with females, to being out here and dealing with females. Now, prior to me being locked up, man, I was strictly gang banging, man. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga, man, you look over someone, look over the other, man, I'll be like, man, fuck them hoes. You know, let me go to the block. And that was me, like, man, nigga, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm probably be the only nigga on the block. Why they gonna focus on my hoes? You know what I'm saying? But it was on some gang bang shit, it was on some money shit too. But right now, man, I love the shit out of woman, man. That's God's gift to man, man. I mean, if you nigga try to deny that, man, I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's hard dealing with females. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be some ups and downs when you dealing with females, man. You know, y'all gonna have your different ways of seeing things, different opinions, especially in a relationship. But that that's something I learned. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't give a damn. Fuck you. I don't give a damn. I did so and so without no abroad. I did so and so without no money. I did so and so. So I always say you can't throw that up in my face and make it seem like it's gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Because it really don't. But once you find that love, once you start loving somebody, man, and once the feelings get real, man, all that shit go out the window, man. You know what I'm saying? That look at that love shit is real, man. That love shit real. But dealing with a female out here, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. That's all I can say. It's a beautiful thing, Hollywood, man.
So let me ask this, Doco. You've been out for quite some time. You had time to evaluate the streets, right?
Yeah.
You've had time to evaluate the streets, right?
Yeah.
When you went in, right? It was gang coaching when you went in.
Yeah, straight up.
So let me ask this. So now you out. What is the difference between when you went in with the gang coaching and now that you out?
Shit, the gang culture don't even interest me no more. That's not something I wake up and think about no more. You hear me? Like every time I woke up, man, prior to me getting locked up, that was the only thing I did. I laced my chucks up, you know what I'm saying? My diggers, I got my flag, and my nigga, I'm finna hit the corner. I'm being my nigga, we finna go do something ridiculous, you hear me? But now my nigga, the gang culture is watered down, my nigga. It ain't. And I'm glad, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's the Crips and Bloods, but it's more about clicks out here. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I stay away from all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got niggas I deal with, I got niggas that I fuck with do to the gang shit, but it's not on no gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Blood niggas that I met when I was locked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Lil Bo, Lonzo, Ferdy, I can keep going. So a whole bunch of them niggas I fuck with, Mash, so a whole bunch of niggas I fuck with today. You know what I'm saying? So it don't interest me no more. You hear me? It don't make sense to me. Knowing if I go in the penitentiary saying I'm gonna go change, I change my whole perspective on how I see shit in life. And if I don't change that, I ain't changed the motherfucking thing. Cause that's the reason I'm sitting in this cell right now. You know what I'm saying? So I had to distance myself from that. That's why you'll never hear me say, OG, I ain't none of that, man. I'm just me, man. I was a gang member. I was an actual gang member. You know what I'm saying? I hear the stories out here. I see this shit on, and I hate, man, to each his own. But man, hey, man, if nigga really want to talk about this shit, we can talk about that shit, man. Cause I was in the streets and I ain't seen now one of y'all. You feel me? And that's just real talk. But right now today, man, that shit don't interest me, man. Nigga say something about, man, fuck Crips. I nigga, I'll sit there and lick that nigga, laugh at that nigga like, all right, you what we do, you know what I'm saying? So it holds no value to me no more, Hollywood, man. It doesn't, man.
So let me ask you, Doco. So once again, real life story, real life people, man. And we got Doco in the building, man, straight out of Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised. Let me ask you this, man. So what are some of the things that you're trying to accomplish in your everyday life, man? What would you like to see yourself 5 or 10 years from now? Because you're still young. What would you like to see yourself 5 or 10 years from now?
Well, first I'm saying alive and free, but then living out my dreams, man. Whatever, cause I mean I'm not gonna lie, Hollywood. I say I'm gonna do this. I say I'm gonna do that. I say I'm gonna do this when I got out. But my nigga, that shit changed once you get out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I can't tell you the future. The only thing I want to see myself is alive and free, healthy with my family. You know what I'm saying? Doing good, being up, kick with the motherfuckers that I love every day, and just having fun, living life, man. You know what I'm saying? I never ever take nothing for granted no more, homie. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm outside, man. I'm having fun. I'm living life. And I say I'm outside, I mean I'm outside them gates, outside them walls. But I'm not out here on no drama shit. I'm not out here on no bullshit. Can't now one of these niggas in the city or wherever say I'm out here on some dumb shit. If I'm talking to a motherfucker, 9 out of 10, I'm trying to tell you something. Because I've been down that road, but, you know, coming from prison, they always think, oh, man, you think you know everything. You don't know nothing. You from prison. Okay, that's how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? But in prison, you know, we're in a confined space, huh? We're in a confined space with a whole bunch of different personalities. So it's easier for us to learn about personalities and becoming a student of human behavior, right? So we was in the pits. That's where I learned all that from. That's where I really got my game from. That's why a motherfucker can't walk up to me and just thank you for the say something, run game on me, because, hey, man, I done dealt with a whole bunch of youths like that, damn up. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, but my mindset, Hollywood, man, is more or less like, man, 5 or 10 years, man, I better be doing what the fuck I said I was gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? I better be, you know, you got to plan, you got to think about it, you plan, you got to do all that. I want to surpass all of that. I want to have that locked up and have something else locked up and be working on something else. I just keep myself going. I just want to keep going and keep going and keep going until I can't go no more, man. I got a lot to live. I got a lot of shit to do before I die, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 saying I ain't got time to waste, and that's just some real shit, my nigga. But Hollywood, man, shit, I'm trying to keep it kosher, man. But then you know that penitentiary shit, a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit get a nigga caught up mentally. You know what I'm saying, nigga? It breaks you down mentally. And I done seen niggas kill themselves. I done seen niggas get carried out on the stretcher. I done, you know what I'm saying? I done seen that shit. So my attitude on that right there, as far as like where I see myself 5'10", I just want to be alive and free, doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, away from the law, away from everything, man. Just having fun, man. And I want a motherfucker. I always say 5'10" years old, man, that nigga Doco did. That nigga did that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to be at right there. You know what I'm saying? A happy ass nigga.
So what is some of the trauma that you bring back with you, man, that you try to put behind you on a daily basis, man?
That's a good ass question, Wood. And my nigga, it's more mental, man. You feel me? It's more mental, man. It's like the system drains, it drains you, homie. It drains you. We can sit here and tell these stories, the fighting stories, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got all of them. But they ain't gonna tell you about sitting in that cell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like passing out mail, ain't nobody writing you, ain't no damn. That's the breakdown. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the trauma part of being in prison. But being out here as far as like that, my nigga, I don't see none of that out here right now because my mind not even focused on that. I'm free, I'm free, Wood. I'm free in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My last thing on my mind is that motherfucker sitting in that cell trying to write, man, what y'all need to do? What y'all need? But I had to learn, my nigga. I didn't, like I used to say, man, y'all leaving the nigga down here. But in all actuality, they didn't leave me, I left them. You know what I'm saying? But that trauma in sitting in prison, my nigga, it's, I don't know how to break that shit down, Wood, because I don't want to like say nothing, and because I'm speaking on shit that I did that I feel bad for. You know what I'm saying? I never apologize for my opinions or nothing like that. I never apologize for it, but it's all a mental thing with that trauma shit, man. Like, nigga, I'm fully intact, man. You know what I'm saying? It never broke, it didn't break me down. Prison never once made me feel less than who I was, because I was the same dude when I went in and the same dude when I came out. But I was more mature when I came out. I was more, you know what I'm saying, up to par with myself, because I found myself when I did 8 years in aggravated segregation. I found myself, I had to let all that shit go, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times we like people out here, I'm gonna give you people out here, my nigga, all they do is move. They never have time to lay down or sit down unless they finna go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They never have time to sit back and think about the shit they do or the shit that they did. Sit in them motherfucking cells, you got all the time in the world, man. And this cold part about this, Hollywood, you know exactly probably what I'm gonna say. Some of them niggas just wasting away. I'm talking about some of the whole niggas I fuck with. You don't want to get no GED. You don't know how to spell. You don't know how to write. But I know you gonna get on that knock tape. You gonna bet on this game, but you're not willing to sacrifice that to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a whole bunch of trauma come with me too, my niggas. That shit just killed me seeing that shit, my nigga. Like, man, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get up out this. I'm gonna get up, man. My nigga, you going out the same way you came in, homie. You know what I'm saying? But Wood, trauma ain't. It's not registering to me right now, my niggas. I left that shit alone. I mean, I left all that shit alone, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I left prison, homie.
So right now today, man, as you sit in your home, right?
Yeah.
What is the greatest joy in your life right now?
Seeing my mama, man. Being able to you know, come over and talk to my mama every day. I come over here, my mama clean up, do all type of shit every day. I come over help my mama do all every day. You know what I'm saying? Cause I only got one of them. You hear me? One of them. You know what I'm saying? I got one dad. But that's the greatest joy is that, man. Seeing me and my mama can sit in the living room and talk all day, just have fun. I got my family, man. You know, but it's just my mama, man. That's like my mama, man. The founder of me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the greatest joy I got right now. My mama, man, in my life. And you know, she still hooks, she still pushes, she got her problems and stuff, but that's my joy, homie.
So let me ask you this, man. If, which ain't no if and buts about it, because you still here and we still able to say a whole lot of things, right?
Yeah.
For all the time that you spent in Texas public criminal justice behind something that you did, which you held yourself accountable for, right?
Yeah, straight up.
If you could say one thing to mama, other than saying, I'm sorry, I took myself away from you, what would that be?
Good question, Wood. Mama, I finally made it to the man I wanted to be, to the man you wanted me to be. I made it. You know? Hold on right quick. I made it. Finally made it to the man you wanted me to be, mama. You know what I'm saying? The man I wanted to be. I made that. I made it, man. You know what I'm saying? But my mama knew it, man. She knew it.
So, if you could change one thing in your life, man, what would it be, Doco?
If I can honestly change one thing in my life, right now, back then.
Right now.
If I can change one thing in my life, right now, what would it be? That's a good ass question. If I can change one thing in my life, what would it be?
It's your life. That's why I'm asking you that.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, because you know, I don't feel the need to change. That's why I'm looking like, if I can change one thing in my life right now, what would that be? Probably that's a good ass question. It ain't about monetary value. It's more like, if I can change one thing, I change the way that I still kind of like fall back into some penitentiary shit. Now I'm not speaking on like no fighting, no, I'm just more like how I think out of. I changed that ASAP, my nigga. I changed that, and it's the mental thing, my nigga. You been at us so long, that shit become like a keep going. That's how it come, and I changed my mindset on I view that penitentiary shit, my nigga, because that penitentiary ain't no good for nobody, but it needs to be there. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, say ain't nobody no criminals. But if I can change one thing about me, man, I change my whole motherfucking the whole way I look at shit, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as like dealing with prison and dealing with motherfuckers that ain't been to prison, man. I change. I try to help everybody I can not to go to prison, and you know what I'm saying. But that's my nigga. That's a good ass question, because my life is good right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel the need to change nothing in my life. You know what I'm saying? I just keep pushing. Whatever don't need to be in my life is gonna eventually wither away from me. So by changing something, that's gonna change the whole dynamic of what's gonna happen in the future. So I don't want to change none of that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't. That's a good ass question. I understand the question too, but shit, nigga, my life good right now. And I ain't out here doing no fucked up shit, man. I'm on some positive shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you would have asked me that question the first time, I would have had a whole bunch of answers for you. But now that my life is kind of like going the way I wanted to go on an upper trajectory. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to change that up because I don't want to. It's a whole bunch of people depending on me, man. You know what I'm saying? So by changing that, it's gonna be a whole bunch of people I'm about to leave out, and I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's fact. So
yeah,
let me ask this, Doco, man. And we all got our personal opinions, man. But you know, some of us are qualified to give those opinions out, and some of us not. In other words, some people are walking like they talking. So let's get to the advice part. Kids struggling today in society.
Say what?
I said we got a kid struggling today in society, right?
Okay.
Don't know how to break free, right?
Yeah.
And going every which direction.
Yeah.
But not the right direction. A man with your experience that started gang banging at 13 but wind up in prison. What would your advice be to that person to try to stay free?
First, we gotta figure out the problem first. What's the problem? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Then we can work on a solution. But my advice to anybody that's out here that's struggling, that's chunking rocks at the penitentiary, man, don't do it, man. I mean, it's easier for. Okay, I'm gonna give you. It's easier for my mom, like my mama. She can tell my nieces and my nephew, y'all try to teach them about the penitentiary, but my mom ain't never been to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So what they heard from her is more like it's like a nag. But me being to the penitentiary and breaking the stories down to it's more or less like me painting a picture or letting them see a movie while I'm talking about the penitentiary. You gotta feel that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, because it's real. The stories are real, Hollywood, and can't nobody take that away from us. The stories are real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, niggas gonna sugarcoat, nigga gonna add a little more on, but I ain't got time for all that, you know what I'm saying? But my nigga, that 13-year-old person, whoever that is, that's chunking rocks at the penitentiary, I'm gonna grab him first. Mama, where your mama, your dad at, homie? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying, and I'm just speaking on some real shit, Hollywood. I'm not trying to raise nobody else's kids, home. I'm not your daddy, I'm not your mama, but I will give you advice on how to live life. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody trying to come and tell my child, yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And my child get mad at her, it's a problem. But hey, man, the advice they should follow is the advice of their mamas and their daddies. You know what I'm saying? If they not listening to them, what makes you think they're going to listen to me? You know what I'm saying? So I try to figure out the problem, then I try to work on the solution. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the penitentiary. That's the number one lead. Stay out of trouble, man. Go to school. You know what I'm saying? Quit doing what you're doing if you're doing something fucked up, man. That's my advice. And I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm like, man, quit doing what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You do good shit happen. You do bad shit happen, homie. You old enough to know about it. Ain't no, I was 13 years old. I knew what the fuck I was doing Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of shit come from. Nigga try to cuddle these kids like they theirs, and 9 out of 10, if that's not your child, he or she not gonna listen to you, so it's gonna be a problem with that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they doing something they ain't got no business, you try to intervene on that, they gonna, nigga, you ain't my daddy, you ain't my mama, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So I approach the situation as is, you know what I'm saying? And my advice to anybody out there, like I say, chunking rocks at that penitentiary, man, don't do it, man. Nigga, y'all got everything y'all want out here, my nigga. I'm talking about everything I long for while I was in that penitentiary. My mama, my kid, my sister, my brother, everybody. That's out here, man. I ain't looking back that way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking to a nigga that was locked up 15 years old, 24 years. That ain't what's up, man. Y'all don't need to do that. And that's all I'm gonna tell them, Hollywood, because that's wasting money just trying to raise somebody else's kids when I'm supposed to be over trying to help my mom and my sister and all these people, you know? And that's what I be talking about. My advice is stay out, leave that shit alone, man. Whatever you're doing something fucked up, leave that shit alone, no?
So, man, Doco, like I always do when I get ready to get out of here, man. And like I said, Doco has been a part of the show. I just brought him back to give an update on it, man, to see his progress from then versus now. And like he said, the mindset is totally different. He understands that during his time of bringing destruction to society, he found a way, and now he holds himself accountable but for the most part, he's grown up. And that's the most important thing. He's grown up and accepted responsibility as a man, right? So, Doco, what I want you to do, man, you can give a shout out to whoever you feel like you need to give a shout out to, man. And this is the People's Channel. Just take us on in, man.
Shout out to my mama, man. Shout out to my daddy, man. Without them, I wouldn't be here, man. That's that love for them type of is different. That's that unconditional, that real love. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Hollywood, man. OG Hollywood. Shout out to the panel, man. Dewberry Kryptonite. Shout out to my boy Lee. You free? We here now, man. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Danger. I got a whole bunch of niggas that's out here, man. That that Lil Hoover, you back to side, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. And the only thing I'm gonna say, man, before I go, man, is, hey, man, this one thing and it's two things for certain. These white folks ain't playing with nobody. These white folks is not playing with nobody, man. We can sit here and go back and forth with each other and but my nigga, they not playing with nobody, homie. You know what I'm saying? That with this channel, the Ferguson Chronicles, like we can sit here and tell our stories. We can sit here and, it's more or less like a brotherhood we got, you know what I'm saying, with the Ferguson Chronicles. We've been on Ferguson, we done that. I did time with Hollywood, Dewberry, myself. We can tell stories about everybody, man. But say, man, this world got everything you want in it, man. Every motherfucking thing you want in it. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no fool and think you can outfool the fool that's playing the fool. You hear me? Because it ain't going to work, man. And a whole bunch of times, man, we sit here and try to glorify prison like it's the thing to be. Really, us that's been there, we not glorifying prison. We just giving a testimony. You know what I'm saying? We not sitting here talking about the fights, the shit that we not talking about none of that, man. Cause we did that. We already know that's be true. If they, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna tell no story from 20, 30 years ago, come back here to try to tell them same story to a nigga think that's gonna put some print in a nigga heart. But to each their own, man, you know what I'm saying? But y'all don't be fooled by this shit on this internet, man, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas did time, niggas got feelings, niggas gonna keep on pushing, you know how they go. But the Dayroom is where it's at, man. Like, I was looking at the live yesterday. The argument, the bickering, that's what go on down there. But it's out here now, you know what I'm saying? If we can sit here and talk something out instead of like punching or shooting down, I'm all for that, homie. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't nothing weak about me, you know what I'm saying? But I'd rather sit here and try to get a hold of the situation before I try to tear it down, before I try to do something, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Percy, man. You know what I'm saying? I see what you got going on, man. You ain't no hate, ain't no love lost, man. You know what's going on. And it's a lot of motherfucking things, like a lot of shit I want to say, but man, I don't feel it's the time to say it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in Hollywood, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But man, shout out to everybody that's doing good. Shout out to all the ex-felons that's out here that made and paved the way. And hey, man, I'm giving a sideward look to all you niggas that did time and back in that bitch, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why? Like, it don't make no sense, man. But man, I'm out here living good, trying to, finish my life, however much life I got left in me, man. I'm trying to finish it off with ease, man. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with niggas like Hollywood, dealing with my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we out here, man. We ain't going nowhere, man. We in this bitch for real, man. And niggas gonna have to deal with it, whether they like it or not, whether we penitentiary niggas or not, whether we like talking about the penitentiary or we like whatever they like to. Hey, man, we out here. And y'all gonna have to deal with that, man. And just because we give y'all our opinion don't mean we trying to take nothing from y'all. I see that a lot. I be having niggas be getting into arguments. Like, nigga can tell me, man, this chain goes. I'm like, yeah. But then I can say, man, you see the earring on that motherfucker? It got a stud on there. Man, you always think you know shit, man. I'm talking about this gold. I never said nothing about it. But it turned into an argument because I get my opinion. It's a problem because I've been to the penitentiary. They look at me like I'm a penitentiary ass nigga. All right, cool. But I'm smarter than you, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm a college graduate, man. I done had all 4, 5 trades. I mean, I'm that type of dude, man. I'm very, very, very smart, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted, man. Don't never, because a nigga been locked up, don't never count them out, man. And for all y'all that got people that's locked up, man, Hey man, show them, write them people. You ain't gotta write them every day. Send them niggas a card, send them niggas a picture or something, man. Y'all don't know how much that shit help them people down there, man. Y'all don't know how much that shit help, man. Niggas killing themselves because they not getting no letters. They killing themselves because niggas ain't doing nothing for them, man. Niggas down there giving up, they giving up hope. Y'all got any brothers, sisters, whoever y'all got locked up, man, please, I'm begging, please, show them people some love, man. You ain't got to send them no money. Niggas know how to get money down there. You know what I'm saying? Just show them y'all still up for them, you know, because as far as like me, you're there in my corner. And that's all I want to say. But I want to give another shout out to my nigga Hollywood, man, bringing this shit to the forefront, man. You know, Dewberry, you know, Kryptonite, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the little boost you gave, nigga, man, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. We here Hollywood, man. Can't take none of that shit from us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, we did that. Can't take it back, man. And that's life, man.
Once again, real life people, real life stories, and nothing's here scripted at the Ferguson Chronicles, where we keep it 110 all the way across the board. Appreciate you for stopping by again, Doco, man. Like I said, man, keep pushing, keep your head up, and stay prayed up, bro.
Man, that's a bet, man. I love you, man. Y'all keep y'all heads up out there, man. This world is kind of fucked up, man.
Facts. Salute.
Big facts.
Once again, real life people, real life stories. You can't get that nowhere here, but at the Ferguson Chronicle, where we keep it 110 all the way across the board, man. Until next time, keep your head up, stay focused, and stay out of trouble. Salute.